Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do another little review here, and today we're going to be taking a look at, as you guessed it, old Freddy Krueger. This is based off of, I think it's either the 6th or 7th movie in the franchise, and it was called Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And just to go, I'm not doing a movie review here, but I would say this is probably, I don't know if it's my least favorite, but it's definitely not my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street type movie. It's a little bit different. It's kind of, if any of you have seen the movie, it's kind of like behind the scenes, like Robert Englund, the one that plays Freddy Krueger, is actually in it as himself, as the actor. And then Wes Craven's also in it as the director. And it's like they're making a Freddy Krueger movie, like it's all pretend, but then in reality, like he did actually exist or something, but then there's like an evil force bringing it back, blah, 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 blah. You guys all have to watch. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so the details are a little fuzzy anyways. But that's the basic thing of this story. But this is a Neca figure, fully clothed. He's got his clothing on there. He's got his shirt, his pants, his hat, all fabric. Pretty cool. Maybe his boots too. I'm not sure. We're gonna get him out and get a look. He got his nice little claw going on there. But yeah, pretty cool. We'll take a look at the back real fast. You got some more scenes from the actual movie. You got a little description talking about the demonic force. And yeah, and I don't know the actual date. I don't know if it's down there. I can't really see. But people give me crap when I do reviews, and I don't know if this is a re-release or what. But this figure was listed as a pre-order. I pre-ordered it. So, I mean, I feel like this figure's been around for a while, but I could be wrong. It's sort of like exactly like the Candyman. Came in the same type of package. I did the Candyman review. He was also a cloth figure. So, I don't know all the basics about that. All I know is I like Nightmare on Elm Street. I like Freddy Krueger, and that's why I purchased it. So, hopefully you enjoy the review. If you haven't had this figure, or this is the first time you've seen it, and we'll see if it's decent. But so far, so good. Let's get him out of the box. Alrighty, so we got Freddy Krueger out of the box here. Let me zoom in a little closer so we can get a better look at him. Looking sinister as Freddy does. This looks evil, looks deranged, this figure, whatever you want to say. His cloth, striped black and red sweater going on there. He's got his messed up hands. I think this version, the Wes Craven's New Nightmare Freddy's a little bit different. You got like the bones and the with the blades with like the claw there, which is different than his normal glove. So there's a lot of differences between this version of Freddy and the ones you would have seen, from the original Nightmare on Elm Street versions. But yeah, you got the bony claw glove type hand there. He's got the fabric pants. Now his boots, I'm not sure what they're made of, but they feel like boots. They look like boots. They got this down, man. The little creases in the pants, the different marks in the boots. It just looks really realistic. Really nice job. And there you go. Got the sweater, just looking like it's supposed to. And he just, yeah, different Freddy than compared with the original series, but overall, this is a really cool figure. Now, let's zoom back out here. But anyways, let's take him down and move this out of the way. As far as the articulation goes, now he has all the articulation you're going to expect from a NECA figure. The problem is with this is you got the cloth, the clothing. The clothing always gets in the way of doing it. But if you wanted to strip him down, he's got the articulation in the arms, the hands. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult to, pretty cool looking. Going to be a little bit more difficult just with him being in the fabric. Not really any kind of action going on there with the waist. So there's no crunch that I can feel. Definitely, yeah. I don't think there's any crunch, but you do got good articulation in the hands and the arms. It's just you can't really do much with it. As far as his head goes, he can look down. It's not much you can do with it. Back a little bit like that, down a little bit like that. He's a little off camera for you guys to see, but you're not getting too far with that. Turn to the right, turn to the left. You can twist his head all the way around if you want. Look at that. It's pretty gross looking, huh? But not much you can do. Same thing with the legs here. The fabric just gets in the way, but the articulation's there. You can do the knee, you can do the splits, But yeah, the fabric's just going to get in the way. These guys are definitely not necessarily for articulation, but they look so damn good. The fabric's a very nice touch. Very realistic compared to other figures, which I'll compare him to. I think I had the 30th anniversary Freddy, which is obviously not clothed, but I think this one looks a lot nicer. But here's his hat. I put his hat on him there. You got his claw, you got his hat. So really cool. And of course, we'll go look at his accessories. Now he comes with this extra devil head going on here. So here's the evil entity. Looking pretty sinister. I'm going to drop it. Scared me so much I dropped it. But they did a really nice job with the mouth, the sharp teeth, the just nasty skin. The horns popping up on the side here, the ears sticking out. Man, if anything's demonic, that's definitely a demonic picture right there. So you got that. Not too many accessories with this guy, I will say that. There's not a whole lot that comes with him, but he does come with really nice fabric Freddy Krueger trench coat, which would be cool. I'll definitely put this on him. Always cool to have this. Very soft feeling. And of course you got that texture in here, the Freddy look. Just really cool looking trench coat. But yeah, that is it for his accessories. But I'll get the other Freddy. We'll look at them side by side. And I think this guy is definitely 8 inches. I think is what they said he was. Yeah, so he's measuring in with the hat on, like right at 8 inches. So, pretty cool. So that's what we got here. So let's get the other Freddy real quick. We'll compare the two, and then I'll do my final thoughts on this guy. But here he is, guys, Freddy, with his trench coat and his hat on. I don't know if I mentioned also, this hat is like a rubbery type. I don't know if it's plastic or not, but it's hard to do this with one hand. But as you can see, it bends real easy. It's almost like a rubber, like fabric. But very soft, very cool looking. So very awesome. I like the hat a lot. But just look how sinister he looks without the hat on. This fabric is, I don't know if this is my favorite trench coat. I think the Candyman, which I'll bring him over here in a second to compare. I think the fabric as far as the trench coat is nicer on the Candyman. But this inside design, the Freddy Krueger design here, is really cool looking. But he stands really well, which is awesome because I have problems with Candyman standing. I think it's just his boots or his feet. He just wants to fall over, so we're just kind of lean him up. But this fabric on this Candyman is very soft. And like I said, these guys, I believe, are 8-inch figures, is what I measured them in at. And, yeah, you guys, you can't beat the price on these guys. I paid like $35, I believe, for this Freddy. I might have paid a little bit more, like, for this Candyman. I can't remember what exactly I paid for him. But I think you can get both of them for like $35, I've seen them for like $38, $37.99, and then $35, and you can't beat that price. That is like for these figures and just the design, the fabric clothing is very nice, very unique. I really like it, and this is just so soft. But they both look awesome, man. You can't really beat it. You know, they just look so good. And then I was going to compare them with this right here. This is more of like I think this is like a 6-inch figure maybe, because if that's 8 inches, it's got to be like 6 inches, right? And this is the 30th anniversary Freddy Krueger that Neca released. And I don't know, this was like the first Freddy Krueger figure. Well, this is only my second one, so this is my very first one. I've had this for a long time. And I was always like, I don't really care for the way it looks. I didn't really like it too much. I was going to get some of the other ones. I think there's, 2 or 3, maybe more, 3, 4 other Freddy figures out there from, like, you know, the second movie, third movie, and so forth. But, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this 30th anniversary one. So, but this updated new one I got, this cloth one's definitely my favorite. But just comparing the two, man, there's no comparison because that clothed Freddy beats out this version that I got here. So yeah, hate to say it, but you are obsolete as far as that goes. When you have like this nice fabric looking figure and then you compare it with this, it's like, man, yeah, I'm gonna go over here instead of over here. But anyways, guys, definitely worth the price. I definitely recommend. I got them from Entertainment Earth. Like I said, I don't think it was on sale, so I think that's a really good price for these guys. It feels like I'm getting my money's worth. It's not like I feel like I buy it and I'm like, man, I spent money on that. It was actually a good deal. So cool stuff, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for future videos.